Hey guys, let me show you how I make beef stroganoff in the Instant Pot. Now I didn't have time to thaw out the meat, so instead of slow cooking this, we're gonna use the pressure cooking option on the Instant Pot. It's one of my favorite features. To the pot, I'm gonna add 2 pounds of beef stew cubes, but really you can use any kind of beef you want. I've done this with ground beef, with pot roast, whatever you have on hand will work. We're gonna set this to pressure cook on high for 30 minutes, and while that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and chop up all of the veggies that we're gonna need for this dish. Now remember, for any recipe, you can tweak it and adjust it to what you like, but for me, I like to use half of a large white onion and I just give it a rough chop. I'm finely mincing about 5 or 6 garlic cloves. When it comes to garlic, in my opinion, the more the merrier. Now for the mushrooms, I like to dice them pretty small and I'm using about 2 cups. Now after the beef cooks for the 30 minutes, I let the pressure come back down for another 20 minutes and then I go ahead and take all of it out of the pot, including the juices. You definitely don't want to waste that broth. Now I'm switching to the saute mode on high and I'm adding in 4 tablespoons of butter along with all of the veggies that we chopped up earlier. Once it starts to cook down and the onions become a little bit more translucent, you're gonna add in your garlic, cook it for another 2 minutes or so, and then add in 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Now you're going to stir this around for a bit and let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes to get that flour taste out. I'm not sure where my clip went, but I added in half a cup of red wine Pinot Noir and I added back in that broth. Then I added in 2 cups of water and about 2 tablespoons of this Better Than Bouillon roasted beef base. And at this point, I'm going to add the rest of my seasonings in. I'm adding in some salt and pepper to taste, some garlic powder, and a tiny little bit of thyme. Now I'm gonna add all of the beef back in and let this simmer for about 15 minutes or so. And once it's nice and bubbly like this, I'm adding in half a cup of sour cream. All that's left to do now is to ladle your beef stroganoff over some egg noodles. Now I've had this with roasted broccoli, I've had it with rice. Really, you can eat it however you want, but my preferred way is over some egg noodles. Now this is my daughter's plate, so I added a little bit of Parmesan cheese and green onions to the top. But for my plate, I like to add a little extra dollop of sour cream. And that's how you make beef stroganoff. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.